we'll do this one. Possibly we take one less damage, because if both of them are going to trade with your patrons anyways, then why not hit the lower attack one? So let's say he has combo now. That's not even enough, right? It's 20 damage if he has combo, if that's what's in his hand. That doesn't look like combo. Doing well. Good to hear, Trask. Good luck. I saw your match with A New Reality today. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even realize he was streaming. How do you think of Korean players dominating in different esports games? Well, they certainly work hard at it, and they have the infrastructure for pro gaming, so I think it's... I think it's not surprising that they are good at the games. Well, that's kind of surprising for Hearthstone. Like, it makes sense where a lot of practice for games that require a lot of dexterity and like APM, then yeah, you have to practice a lot. But for a game like this, where it's more just like strategy, I feel like the sheer amount of practice time doesn't necessarily translate to better. I just mean like, just because you practice a lot doesn't mean you gain a lot compared to another game. I mean, like for Hearthstone, I think it's like more about the effectiveness of how you practice, how you think about the game. You were ranked 15 like 2 days ago. How long have you been playing each day? I don't know. I don't know how long. Like last time I was ranked 15. Yeah, because I did play some offline, like especially Sunday when I wasn't streaming. I'm not cool enough to be friends with Lock Shadow. Sorry, Envoy. I don't have friends on my... I have too many friends on my NA list, so that's why I can't add you. But yeah, I played you earlier today, Envoy. And hey, Butternut Squash. Culture, they go to internet cafes and play games together. Yeah, they have infrastructure there. And it's a profession. And it's actually a developed profession, so it's not like here where nobody will encourage you to go into esports in the US. Can you say NA is greater than Korea and Hearthstone? No, I don't think so. The knowledge of other meta deck and experience playing their deck helps. Also, yeah, they face different metas. Let's look for Patron. We don't need the slam. We have the Death Spite already. Yeah, this is pretty good. How do you think of using Putonghua can access to the whole world, and the world is full of Chinese people? Definitely helps to know Putonghua. For those of you guys who don't know that, it's Mandarin. It's a standard. It's a official version. Let's actually set this up. If he doesn't have the axe, then we're kind of in a good spot because we can we can hide the acolyte behind it right away. Not everybody mulligans for the axe, but apparently this guy did. Okay, so now we're kind of behind. Because if he's patron, we allowed him to damage his face, which is something I always try to avoid. But if he's patron, at least we are already kind of set up to make patrons on turn 6. He can beat us to it because he has a coin. And I'm gonna play around Harrison, at least this turn. I'm gonna set a Death Spite next turn, in case he plays Shredder. Like, say he is a patron, he plays Shredder here. Oh. Okay. It's possible he still is patron. Sho is running a version of patron with 1 Belcher, so it's not guaranteed that he is control at the moment. Let's go ahead and use the Whirlwind here, draw a card. Got the Battle Rage. Okay, that's good. If it's against control, then I value card draw more than just like patron generation. Patron generation is worthless against control warrior. Back to Frothing Berserkers. I'm playing this version because I face fewer control decks today. Like I switched to this version today, not as of yesterday, and it's been climbing fairly well. Because I was facing some Shaman, lots of Zoo, lots of Pally, and that's what this version is designed to tech against. If I start seeing more control, then I'll go back to the Justicar version. And hopefully you guys understand the differences and the advantages of the different lists. Okay, so we have Worgen, Rampage, and Charge. So we have bursts available, as long as he doesn't get Justicar early. I don't see immediately if we're going to get more Battle Rage value than 2 cards, so let's start with this. Okay. Let's not drop the Dread Corsair yet, because it just dies to the weapon. So I want to drop this when I make patrons, so I have like a free taunter to protect the patrons. Okay, that's the Harrison. Fine. We have to bait out the Harrison at some point. Like here, it protects the Frothing. And we have 18. We have 18 damage from our next turn. And we have patrons coming up. Could buff the Frothing a bit if he doesn't deal with it right now. You could do something like Bash and Shield Slam. If you're speaking Mandarin at the store, the attitude of the shop assistant would turn friendly immediately. By the way, do you contact your parents frequently? Usually like once a week. I should contact them more than that though. Yes. I wouldn't say it's just Mandarin though. If you go to a Korean restaurant and you speak in Korean with them, they're gonna be friendlier to you and maybe offer you some perks. It's just their native language, right? So they're gonna be more comfortable. And it's sometimes a nice surprise to them. Say, my roommate is Taiwanese, but he's learned Japanese and Korean. So whenever we go to a Japanese place or a Korean place and you talk to the waiter in their native tongue, you know, they're gonna be like a bit more interested in your table, and you may like get some slightly better service. He had the bash and the shield slam and the shield block. Okay. Unfortunately, basically for this version, there is no fallback. There is no Elise fallback. So, I mean, we basically have to go all in on trying to race. Hopefully no brawl. Not because of losing the patron, it's because of losing the Acolyte with only 1 card draw. I want to get at least 1 more card draw from the Acolyte. That's my main concern. But this is only the first wave patron, so even if he has brawl, he may be saving it. Since he thinks that this is not too hard to clear, he'll be saving the brawl for the second wave patron. Hey, Fallen Thunder and LTN. So we have 22 damage ready. $26 damage now. Let's do this. Since we blocked out Brawl already, we're going all in on this turn. We have 22 from hand, and we have 15 on board. Okay, so we're gonna have to... we need a weapon. Or Emperor, that's good too. Just stuff to push some damage in. Hopefully he doesn't have Brawl. Yeah, I really hope he doesn't have Brawl here. But we have to go all in. Slam, that's a good start. So he's not playing a brawl here. That means we have 12 plus 22 is 34. So I think we win. GG. Whoa. Don't even need the board, apparently. RIP. Links are allowed, yeah. Links are allowed. He played some mid-range shaman today. It was a lot of fun, but also challenging. Oh yeah. I played mid-range shaman on Asia today. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Have you traveled to, except for Taiwan, have you traveled to other places in Asia? Asia is full of delicious food when compared to EU and NA. No, there's plenty of delicious food in EU as well. But yeah, no, I haven't been to any other places besides Taiwan. Hey Locke, what rank did you finish at last season? Not top 100, so I didn't even try. I was in the thousands, so yeah, it wasn't even close, basically. Yeah, it looks pretty good, LTM. Kind of like uses a tunnel drag and stuff, so that's good. Man, warriors. Okay, maybe we need to switch to our anti-control version. If it's a lot more control right now. I was basing this off of earlier today. I haven't really played anything tonight, so I don't know what the meta is like. All right, so we keep Patron. Battle Rage is important against control warrior. But patron generation tools are more important in the patron mirror. Anyone else think they're patching Doomhammer, especially based on the new shaman weapon? Yeah, the shaman weapon looks interesting. Definitely. At first sight, it doesn't. I don't know. Like a 4-2 doesn't really sound that good, right? It's not a great stats for a minion, but you kind of consider that it's kind of free. And somebody made a good point too. It's like if somebody Harrisons your weapon, your 4-2 trades with Harrison right away. I think it was on Trump's stream. Trump was doing a card review today. So yeah. Hey Crowfist, how's it going? It's been a while since I've been here. Yeah, it's going well for me. How have you been? Okay. I don't know if he's patient or not. Let's play the Acolyte. I can only draw one card anyways, without overdrawing. So we'll just cycle the Acolyte. I don't really want to play Dread Corsair for 4 mana. Because it's not a great minion, and it also gives away what deck I'm playing. Right now he still doesn't know what deck I'm playing. So, but he's given away with the bash that he's Control Warrior. It's a lot of Warrior and Renalock, including me. Okay. Alright, so maybe I need to switch back to the Justicar version. But we'll see. I still, like, I don't mind playing this version because it's, like, fast. I like playing a fast version. Hopefully it doesn't pull out Worgen. With the Loatheb, it kind of gives away that Patron. Most standard like control wearers will not play Loatheb. But yeah, also it's nice to have Dread Corsair, like a cheap Dread Corsair to couple with the Battle Rage. Alright, so I don't think I finished my thought. I don't mind playing this version necessarily, because If you try to just like out fatigue a control warrior, it's painful and doesn't always work because they still get more value out of their cards than you do. So I still prefer to Worgen them as my win condition rather than try to go into fatigue. We can basically just like cycle out all our cards. I hope he doesn't have the brawl. If he brawls... Anyways, we still go for it because we do have the battle rage here. Morgan. I do kind of overdraw if he actually hits, but if he brawls and my acolyte dies, then I don't overdraw. And we should use the weapon since we drew into a lot more weapons. But yeah, let's say he hits with a Death Spite and a Whirlwinds, then I overdraw. Probably not a huge deal. Most likely we don't overdraw into... Basically, we only care about overdrawing charge. Other than that, we can live. I haven't done any card reviews myself, nope. I've been seeing a lot of Murloc Paladin, but that just might just be me. Oh. Well, I actually would love to see a lot Murloc Paladin. So it looks like he's trying to mill me. I don't really know if it's worth the resources. It means that maybe he's not planning to brawl. He is planning to brawl, but he decides to waste a card trying to mill me one card. At the expense of not armoring out this turn. Seems kind of stupid to me. And yeah. I'm glad he didn't get rewarded for that stupid play. And let's protect the frothing here. We have a second battle rage. Yeah, as long as we keep that armor count down, we still have a chance. Maiden. Ooh, that's good. Because we get the battle rage off again. And we saw one brawl get used up, and he's only like at 13 cards into his deck. So it's low chance that, you know, it's not impossible. It's much lower chance that he has both brawls in the top 13 cards. And we got him into combo range too. Once we draw into a charge. People hate Chinese people because they are going everywhere to buy a house, so the price of house becomes extremely expensive. It's not just Chinese people that do that. It's other people. It's... I don't know. May I ask you, this version you're playing is good against aggro overall? Can you please post Imgur link as well? Yeah, I can. Yeah, let me do that. But it's better against aggro overall, because Frothlings are really good against aggro. They're really solid 3-drops, so you can drop on 3. And Dread Corsair is another taunt that helps against aggro. If we pick up the charge, first of all, we have 18 damage already. 18, 21 damage. So we need like Taskmaster or charge to win the game. So let's try to find it. Emperor's not it. So I want to push damage here. I can play around Revenge or Second Brawl. But I think I play around Second Brawl, because I want to put him as low as possible. I always have the charge combo. So we don't need to try to be all fancy playing around Revenge here. Alright, let me post a picture. Nice Revenge. Yeah, I wasn't gonna play around Revenge though. I chose not to. Hola, Dado. Are you Chinese, Lock? I'm American born, but I am Taiwanese. Goodbye, warrior. Wow, we beat 2 control warriors like back to back. Maybe I don't need to switch. Because this version does do well against Aggro. Aggro. Who does this song? I like it. It's the Disturbed version. The song title's on the bottom left, if you guys have questions. Are you planning to reveal the old god cards? I assume you're saying review. Yes, I do plan to review them at some point, probably when they all come out. Unfortunately, I'm not important enough to reveal any of them. I wish it was. Maybe I keep this because I get a free Drake Corsair out. All right, let's try it. I'm not sure. I think he would still rather look for Patron or Acolyte, but we'll see. We'll test it. We got the Acolyte. ¿Te gustó la nueva carta de Warrior? I think es interesante, pero es too expensive. Too expensive what is what? I don't remember. Just expensivo? But X is... That's not a letter in the Spanish alphabet, so I don't think that's correct. Let's do this. See if we get lucky on what comes out. That's okay. I don't think I want to play Dread Corsair because he'll probably just swipe it. And I don't want to run this in because I want him to run... I need him to run this in and use a hero power, which costs 2 mana. So I need him to use 2 mana to clear this. I don't want him to just casually play a 5-drop and not have to worry about the board. I want him to get punished by this unstable ghoul, which means having to dedicate 2 mana, like using a Wrath, to clearing the ghoul. Yeah. And then now we can play the Dread Corsair, now that there's nothing on the board. We clear this, or we play Dread Corsair first, and then we clear it. Now it's a 6-drop. He wants to play Emperor, but we actually have a board to deal with the Emperor. Whenever I hear Worgen's entrance while in arena, I freak out for the briefest of moments and think of your deck. It's funny. Okay, cool. Battle Rage, really important card. Hopefully he goes for Ancient Lore here. We have a, well, I guess we're fine with Dr. Boom too, but the Boombots could kill off our minions before we get the Battle Rage off, and that'd be bad. So I still hope it's Ancient of Lore as his turn 7. Please be Ancient of Lore. Silence is fine because we're gonna get Battle Rage value off of it. It's a really weak drop, like it doesn't even pressure me at all. Wow. Double Battle Rage. I guess we could take it. We're gonna overdraw 1 card, but I'm willing to do that. We could use the Inner Rage if we don't want to overdraw. But I want to save the Inner Rage because we have Worgen already. Yeah, let's just risk overdrawing. Rampage. Well, yeah, that would have been pretty nice to have, I guess. So how do I set up for lethal? I mean, if everything goes face, I set up for lethal, but I need to make sure I don't die, though. I guess we start with a slam. Okay. So this sets up for 20 damage from hand. Because we can do Inner Rage, Tasks, Worgen Charge, so that's 20 damage, and then we have this equipped, and we're out of combo range now because of that Whirlwind. He can do 20 damage with combo. And we still have both Executes in hand too. He needed a healer. Alright, GG. Easy. I love Freeze Mage, but I just can't play it in this meta. My last 7 Qs have been 6 Druids and 1 Control Warrior. Feels bad, man. Yeah, I don't think it's the best meta for Freeze. There are a lot of Control Warriors. We are a phase 2. And there are Druids. Luckily, we're not terrible against Druid, and we still have a chance against Warrior. How you like getting combo, Druid, huh? How you like that turn 8 combo? You do it to people all the time? Time to get your own medicine. Rank 4 height. Expensive is Caro. Okay, Caro. Good to know.
What up, guys? This is Kurt, and that was Sam shooting.
Yeah, we'll stick to this. I'll stick to this version.